Boy, I sounded depressed during that last video. Well, I was. That one, that was about 5 years overdue. This one, I'm actually into. So, in cutting this albatross loose, let's take a look at the planned story for the canceled The Forever Dead. Claire is being held by the Maestro under House Major Eli's property at Salome. The Maestro has turned out also to be the medic from Andre's old army unit, meaning both he and Claire were trapped by the Shrike around the same time. Difference is, the Shrike peeled him like an onion. Maestro figures out that Claire's appearance-changing ability comes from a sort of symbiosis between the nanotech that creates zombies and a rare, semi-fictional childhood cancer affecting Claire's connective tissue. Eli, secretly playing the elites, church, and rebuilders off one another, plans to use Claire's abilities to further that work. Now, Miranda Sortho is plotting against him. After she and Eli's valet fail to poison Eli at a party, she starts up a clandestine friendship with Claire. Claire is the it girl of this universe. Andre, meanwhile, has been brainwashed by the death cult that abducted him. He's ritualistically tatted and pierced, forced to battle an armored zombie, which I swear I came up with before I saw the thing that the German lady had on Walking Dead. And then Hina and Vikram show up and rescue Andre. Tavia has returned to her dad's rebuilder military camp. She reunites with some old acquaintances while her dad considers an offer from none other than Eli to restore an old rail line and let it serve as a supply chain between the two factions. Eli has also successfully framed the post-apocalyptic church for attacks on rebuilder sites. Corrupt officials within the church think that they're in on the whole plan, but of course, once they let their guard down, Eli gathers up some of the Maestro's captive test subject zombies and he unleashes them on the church's home base. Their role in the conspiracy finished. Andre and crew encounter a lot of weird shit in the wilderness that I'm not going to get into because I still want to use a lot of that stuff for other things. But Hina is trying to figure out what's wrong with Andre, while he, for better or worse, is still very focused on finding Claire. Claire. So how in the hell does this all end? Let's go one arc at a time. Claire and Miranda figure out that the supply train is going to be used to send a bunch of undead into the heart of the Rebuilder command camp, and it's going to blow up. Claire frees Miranda up to do some sneaking around by pretending to be her and quote-unquote dying of a quote-unquote bite. Claire then synthesizes her/Miranda's transformation into a slime. That's what the zombies are called in the book. And Eli puts her, Claire, who he thinks is zombie Miranda, on the train. Claire is able to make her way through the real undead and alert Tavia's camp. They're able to stop the train and the zombies, despite incurring heavy losses. During the train operation, the Archmagers are distracted from what Eli's doing by one of the Maestro's gruesome surgical performances. Surprised, though, the Maestro's pissed off that Eli has been using his test subject zombies as well as Claire, so he unleashes an armored flaming horde of undead into the audience. Andre has tracked Claire to Salome. She's not there, but we know who is. Andre confronts the Maestro. Now, at this point, the Maestro's fate's very up in the air. It's one of those ones where, some characters' deaths are built into a plot, and some there's more flexibility. There's more of a sense of you could call it chance, but really it's what you decide to do in the moment when you're writing the scene. I didn't decide whether or not the Maestro was going to be killed, but Andre escapes unscathed. Not only that, it is the Maestro's recollections of Motor City Mountain and the Shrike, which stir deeper memories of Claire for Andre, which revive kind of his emotional connection, snap him out of this programming. It turns out that the cult was trying to get military intel out of his head, find out if there was any cure research progressing or if factions were aligning, because the death cult, their whole aim is to end humanity. They did find out from him about Claire, and so they sent him after either to kill her or bring her back. Eli finds the real Miranda, realizes Claire's trick. He makes it out of the burning Salome. Everyone is going to end up at the Rebuilder camp. Eli definitely fucked. I'm not sure really who all... I don't even know if Claire lives. I really don't. Because there is no cure. There is no Holy Grail. These people have to learn not only to survive, but to build lives in the world that they've been handed. And oddly, that was very much what Eli did. But of course, he was a highly adaptable psychopath, and he was using everyone else. Claire's adaptation, not just the mimic ability that made her such a desirable asset, but all of her personal growth, does the same in a way that's creative and progressive rather than destructive. And that's a broad summary of the Forever Dead. Like I said in the other video, I don't know what the future holds necessarily, and you'll likely see unused aspects from this down the line, but you might not even know it. I really wish I'd finished it, and I'm sorry I didn't. A sincere thank you for reading, listening, the whole damn thing, especially sticking around.